thermometer's like nullified.
It's on?
Good.
Okay. Yeah, so I think we're good. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So,
I'm ready.
all right. And so, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Battle of the Breweries Trivia for September. My name is Mike, and this is Jesse. And tonight we're Dolph Hoyt Presents. So, welcome. So, we have a fantastic game put together for you that Jesse has not seen. And so, this is going to be a very big surprise for you. Up until about 20 seconds ago, Jesse wasn't even here. He was like throwing kegs in the back and stuff like that. He poured himself a drink out of two different drinks, so it's like a weird mix of like a trash master almost of like, was it a double hops with a bourbon or something like that?
So I kicked our last of our tragically hopped keg, which we still have plenty of 4-packs in case you're worried and wondering. But we do have Grateful North that's always year round. So I was like, you know what, 2 doubles make twice as much fun, and it is. So I'm gonna slowly slip on this because 9.1 and 9.9 or 9.1
it equals like an 18.2 or something like that. That's how math works.
I just add 0.1 so that way it's just an even 9.6.
Sure.
So many decimals.
All right, well, let's go ahead and dive right into this.
I'm ready if you are.
All right, so if you have not logged in yet, you're going to want to go ahead and go to crowd.live, and tonight our code is SPICE. Now, you might be thinking, Mike, that's a weird time of year for a Dune reference, but no, it's actually, it's pumpkin latte spice time, bitches. So go ahead and put on your Uggs and get out your North Face, and let's go ahead and rock this shit. So,
were you the first in line to get pumpkin when it came out?
No, not at all. So we'll go ahead and go to crowd.live and enter in the code SPICE, that's SPICE. I had to stop and think about how you spell that. Or you can go ahead and scan that very handy-dandy QR code there in the corner. Once again, go to crowd.live and enter in the code SPICE. So tonight, we are rocking a full house of 5 breweries playing with us tonight.
Ooh, baby.
So we are excited for this. We are excited to see what happens. Smack dab in the center is last month's winner, Ogie Brewing. Ogie has just totally brought their game last month and really killed it. We have photos of Ogie there when he picked up the trophy celebrating. He went down. He picked up the trophy, went down to the Milford Oval, started riding his horse. You can tell this is real because he's smiling. That's not at all a Photoshop there. And you might be saying, Mike, that's not what the Oval looks like. The Oval has grass, it has a gazebo, and you're right, it did. And then Ogie decided, you know what, I'm a winner. We're going to go ahead and just mud the whole thing. They'll clean it up later.
It fits in with New Hampshire, it just works out.
So again, congrats to Ogie and their win, and congrats on that magnificent stallion that you've been riding through the Oval every day since. So with that, let's go ahead and talk about our other breweries that are playing tonight. So first off tonight, we have our friends over in Derry from the Barrel. They're located at 1 Corporate Park Drive, Unit 16 in Derry. They're open on Thursdays and Fridays from 4 to 8, Saturdays from 2 to 8, and Sundays from 1 to 6. So if you go down there and you see a brewery, keep going. It's not from the Barrel. They're at the far end. You'll recognize it because it has the door that says "From the Barrel." So, all right.
And of course, we got Daydreaming Brewing Company, and they are located at 1.5 East Broadway, also in Derry, New Hampshire. Not to be confused with the other brewery, of course. But we have their taproom hours here posted for Wednesdays through Friday at 4 to 7, and then Saturday they're open from 1 to 7.
All right, awesome. Well, back to the other part of Derry, we have our friends at Rockingham. Rockingham is also at 1 Corporate Park Drive, Unit 1. They will be the first brewery that you're seeing. And their hours Wednesdays and Fridays Wednesdays and Fridays, also Thursdays, Wednesdays through Fridays. Jeez, oh Pete, what day is this?
It's all that spice.
October, right? Wednesday through Friday from 4 to 8, Saturdays from 2 to 8, and Sundays from 1 to 6. Again, they're down at Corporate Park Drive. Quite the place to be.
All right.
So, and this looks familiar.
I've seen it once or twice.
Yeah.
So the Great North Ale Works, of course, located in 1050 Holt Ave, number 14, in Manchester, New Hampshire here. Exactly where we're hosting it from as well. So our taproom hours Our tap room hours are Thursday and Friday, 3 to 7, Saturday from 1 to 7, and then Sunday from 1 to 5.
All right, good shilling. So finally we have our winners again from last month, Ogie Brewing. They're located down in Milford on what remains of the Oval. They're open Thursdays and Fridays 2 to 10, Saturdays 12 to 10, and Sundays 1 to 7. And as I'm reading this, they may have expanded their hours. So we will verify that and update as we go.
Awesome.
So they are definitely open these hours at least.
All right, so if you go there, you won't be disappointed.
Yes, you'll never be disappointed at Ogie Brewing. So, all right, so once again, if you have not logged in, you're going to go to crowd.live and enter in the code SPICE. That's SPICE. Or you can scan that QR code, which will take you to the game. But hey, let's talk about some rules.
All right.
Rules are fun. Everyone loves rules. So tonight, there are 20 questions. Some of these questions will be multiple choice, and some will be short answer, and some you'll have to put them in order. So it's kind of like a sliding puzzle thing. So you have to figure it out fast and furious and win. Much like a Vin Diesel, anything that Vin Diesel does.
Anything for the family.
Yeah. So your family. You will have 30 seconds to answer your question. The faster you answer, the more points you will score, with a possibility of a maximum of 150 points. So if you are screen mashing that, and as soon as that timer kicks in, you have a chance of winning 150 points right off the bat. So that's pretty sweet. All right, and so as per usual, we have some socials here. So as you're playing, take some photos and post it online to all your friends and family, or at least to Jerry. If you're on Facebook, you want to go ahead and tag at Dolph Hoyt Presents, at Daydreaming BC, at From the Barrel Brewery, at Great North Ale, at Rockingham Brewing, and at Ogie Brewing. And then Instagram, if you're so inclined, it's at Daydreaming BC, at Drink FTB, at Great North Ale, at Ogie Brewing, and at Rockingham Brewing. Once again, Dolph Hoyt, we do not believe in the gratification of photos, and so we are not on Instagram. But if you want to be socially professional, you can be one of the 7s and follow us on LinkedIn. We do not share that link. It is up to you because hard work pays off in life. You know this because that's why you're on LinkedIn. So, once again, you're going to go to crowd.live and you're entering the code SPICE. It's SPICE. And Jesse's just sitting here laughing because he does not understand the professionalism that is announcing trivia very quickly.
I'm just loving the fact that you have LinkedIn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. That's what you do. Yeah.
I think please don't find mine, but I haven't looked at mine since college, and it's probably an old headshot from that.
No, we should just bring that up right now and take a look.
Please,
All right. So go to crowd.live and SPICE, scan that QR code, and have a delightful time. So we are going to go ahead and switch over to our game. I think we are ready to go. So if you,
I'm ready. They better be ready.
You darn tootin' better be ready.
Spicy.
All right, so tonight, September, probably all those kids back in school making you not want to drink just yet, which I don't really understand that one, but so tonight we're kind of at a svelte number here of 24, but that may pick up as we go.
All right,
we'll find out. But we are ready to go. Jesse, are you ready to go?
I think I'm very ready.
Okay, would you like the first question, or shall I?
You know what? I feel like you've done all the heavy lifting for me. I feel like I got to pick this one up for you.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so let me remember how this works. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. It says there's no, we don't need a countdown timer. So we're going to skip the countdown. All right, Perfect. So here's the first question.
All righty, and which U.S. state is home to the Pro Football Hall of Fame? We have choices A, Massachusetts, B, Illinois, C, Ohio, and D, New York. Again, which U.S. state is home to the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Yes. So
sports questions, great.
Everyone loves a good sports question to start things off. That's how you know. That's where you can tell the true champions are because they're answering sports questions. So there it is for those of you here at Great North. You can see the question now. So this is quite the. I'm not sure if that is the actual Hall of Fame, but that's quite the Vatican hat. If it is.
Honestly, I was kind of thinking it was like a little mini Pope hat.
Yeah. Yes. All right.
Well, all right. So I guess it's time to find out the answer here, and let's see. What were people feeling?
Yeah. So which U.S. state is home to the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Looking at our folks, felt that it was Ohio.
Yes.
Ohio does feel. Oh, you're jumping the gun there in your excitement there, oh, guy. So we have someone who's super amped for Ohio. That's like the first time ever. Let's go ahead and take a look, though, and now you can be excited because it is Ohio.
Sorry to the two people that thought Illinois had it.
Yeah, no, Illinois. What is this? 1978. So no, Illinois is not that. It is home to a giant cross outside of Champaign-Urbana, though.
Is that the one that also has like the giant chair and everything too? Or am I thinking something else?
Well, there is a giant Abraham Lincoln down in central Illinois.
Yeah, bigger than the one in DC.
Not quite as big, but this one's sitting on a wagon. So
it's kind of cooler than a chair.
It really is, especially at 3 a.m. after a wedding. All right, let's go ahead and go on to question 2. Question 2. What donut chain's glazed donuts are the official bun of donut burgers found at fairs all over the United States? Is it A, Daylight Donuts, B, Tim Hortons, C, Dunkin' Donuts, or D, Krispy Kreme? This is such a very wordy question for something that is full of sugar. So, yeah. So are you a state fair aficionado?
You know what? I kind of am. I got to go to the Hopkinton Fair this past Sunday. Got to get myself some maple milk because they didn't have maple shakes anymore.
What is maple milk?
Honestly, as straightforward as it sounds. Milk with maple goodies and syrup. So very sugary milk. Very great on a very hot day.
Now, did they not have maple shakes because they ran out of ice cream? Or
I think they just stopped doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if their ice cream machine's still broken like McDonald's, but it just wasn't there for when I went. But I did get fudge, and I did get to touch a goat, so I felt pretty happy.
Any day you can touch a goat is a day worth living.
Best day of my life.
All right, so what donut chains glazed donuts are the official bun of donut burgers found at fairs all over the United States? I'm realizing that they spell donut very different than Dunkin' does, and it's kind of throwing me there because
the GH really doesn't matter, I guess, for Dunkin's.
All right, so 100% of you felt it was Krispy Kreme. Now, these are the types of donuts that are amazing within the 3 seconds they come off the assembly line, and then after that, they immediately go to shit. So, but is it Krispy Kreme? It is Krispy Kreme, so congrats to all 26 of you.
Very proud.
Very, very well done, and your diabetes thanks you now. Okay, so question 3, Jesse, take it away.
All right, so what 1970s cult classic features 9 songs from folk rock singer-songwriter Cat Stevens? We have A, Harold and Maude, perfect. B, Brewster McCloud. Is that like the same as Duncan McLeod?
Probably.
Yeah, great. C, They Might Be Giants, or D, and New Leaf.
Yeah. So this is not at all confusing here, but essentially, we're looking for what cult classic. I believe it's an album here, or it's a movie, or it's a band. I guess it's kind of all over the place here. So. Good luck.
See, I only know like a couple of Cat Stevens songs, and I don't think it's any of these.
Well, that's a very valiant effort there, Jesse. And if you did not answer, you would receive 0 points as well. So,
perfect.
But yeah, no. So what is that cult classic that features 9 songs?
Let's see. What were people feeling?
Yeah, a lot of folks felt it was Harold and Maude. Great guess.
Hey, one team out there did think it was a New Leaf, though.
Yep, and there is also They Might Be Giants. John C. and the other John. Maybe thought otherwise, but okay. So what's the answer? It is in fact Harold and Maude. So Cat Stevens was recommended to the producers of the 1971 Harold and Maude by Elton John after he dropped out of the project. So this originally was Elton John passing the buck on to Cat Stevens. So good stuff there. Let's go ahead and check out some question number 4 here. Off to a good start. Question 4. Another sports question for everyone there. Which country eliminated the 2-time defending champions of the United States from the FIFA Women's World Cup in August 6th? That was a lot of words. Is that A, Sweden? Is it B, Spain? C, England? Or D, Mexico? We watched this game, and it was very sad. But we'll read it again just because I butchered that question. Which country eliminated 2-time defending champions of the United States from the FIFA Women's World Cup on August 6th? it was pretty brutal of a game there. It was sad to see happen.
Is this the sports that you like to sport?
No, this is the sports that our house watches.
Oh, all right.
I personally do not sport and do not care, but it was still a good game, and it's a good sport. Yeah. So, all right. So let's take a look. How did people felt? So 63% of you felt it was Sweden, with Spain coming in pretty surprisingly close. I guess not super close, but close.
The percentage is up there.
Yeah. The math works. But the answer was in fact A, Sweden. So Sweden defeated the United States in the penalty shootout and dealt the U.S. women's national team their earliest exit in the history of the tournament. So that's pretty big. So and then Sweden goes on to finish third. So womp for you guys, Sweden. All right. So let's see our last question of the quarter here.
All right. Let's see.
This one comes to you.
What do you got for me? All right, so how many of Ramona Flowers' evil exes must Scott defeat in Scott Pilgrim versus the World? So this is a crowd response, so I'm excited for this one. If you have not seen this movie, it is a hilarious movie. Honestly, probably Michael Cera's best, in my opinion. I'm almost kind of excited for the new show that's coming out for it, so be interested to see what happens. Or if there's going to be a band get-together, you never know. Yeah.
All right, so you're typing in a number here. If you want, I guess you could try to spell it as a word, but I'm not sure if that will work or not. But you're typing in a number here for what is the number of evil exes that Scott must defeat. So, I am very excited for this. I'm very excited for that animation of it as well, and I think they got the majority of the original cast back.
I think they did too. I don't know if they got some of the obscure ones like Brandon Ruth or Brie Larson to come back to reprise a couple roles.
I wouldn't be surprised because I know there was during COVID there was the live read, and they did get Brandon Ruth and they did get Captain America back.
Oh, no kidding! That's right. I forgot he was in there.
But Brie Larson was nowhere to be seen, and they made sure that she knew that she was nowhere to be seen. So, all right,
and well deserved.
Yeah. All right. So, how many X's does he have? Or does she have? A lot of numbers guessed there. For somehow 7 was in there twice. The answer is in fact 7.
Yes.
So, not really sure how 2 different 7s equal 2 different answers, but hey, whatever.
So two 7s equals the right answer. So yes. that's what I've been told.
Yeah. So that's what I've heard. Yeah. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at our leaderboards. So we're going to take a look at our individual players first and see how they're doing. We're currently at 27 players, so welcome to those of you who joined. All right, so Escape from New Jersey is up first. Go North or Go Home in second. I-84 East in third. So we got a lot of great names here going on already.
You're a quizzard, Harry, in 13.
Yep. Good old Jules in fourth. The Four Horsemen in 23rd, Ginger Beer in 22, Nacho King in 27, Rob North walking down the aisle here, and 40. Let's see here, Bungalow Bob in 7th, 40 ounces in 8th.
I did see a Nerdy Spice in there. Very shocked that nobody decided to pick Scary Spice. Spice Girl, just saying.
Yeah. I mean, the night is young. You never know. So Corbett's Cooch in 424. So. One for you there. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our teams. How are our breweries doing? So this is our first showing here for the night, and we have people on the board. Great North is in first with Daydreaming second, in front of the Brown in fourth, or in third. Ogie Brewing is currently not on the board. That's okay. It's going to be the silent comeback, I'm sure. So
they snuck up on us last time. I think they have a chance.
I mean, they might be out in the parking lot watching Bill ride around the horse again. So I mean, anything's possible there. So, all right, so good stuff there. We are going to go ahead and take a look at some announcements here real quick. See what's going on with our friends at the different breweries. Who are we going to start with? We're going to start with our friends at Ogie, because they're on the top of the pile here. Coming up, what's happening at Ogie here on September 17th, they're celebrating Oktoberfest with traditional Deutsche music and the release of their Hefeweizen, new Hefeweizen, Der Allener. I'm sure I said that correct. Not at all concerned there.
Better than I said Maud.
As well as Fruit and Root, which is a beet beer. So everyone loves a good beet, and why not drink it? So And why wouldn't you, Jesse? Why would you not?
If anything, it makes me think of the beats from Doug. Really great band.
Yeah. All right. So, and let's see, what else we got going here? So we have, we only have one photo there, but so let's talk about our friends at Great North. So what are they doing this week, month, year, Jesse?
Oh, the whole year, a lot to go into. But for at least this weekend, we're going to be releasing a beer called the Bumbleberry Fiend. So this is a bumbleberry blonde ale, and if you have to ask what a bumbleberry is, great question. It's a bunch of berries. But it's going to be a really nice beer. It's going to be in unison with Comic-Con, which is something that gets sponsored as often as we can. And what's really cool is the artwork on the cans was done by 4 really awesome artists that offered their time, and they decided to come up with the concept of what they thought a Bumbleberry Fiend was. So we'll have that in plenty of 4-packs, and we only have 2 logs to go for the whole weekend.
Man.
But on Saturday specifically, you have a chance to actually meet the 4 artists, which, for those who are wondering who the names are, we have Ben Bishop, we have Rich Woodall, Craig Rousseau, and then Joe, I'm going to say his name great, Joe Schmalk.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, perfect. I totally said that right.
We also say Joe S. Yes,
perfect.
Yeah.
Joe S works too, but a lot of fun artists, really fun beer. Great if you come out.
Yeah, no, it's good. It sounds like it's going to be a cool event. Comic-Con, if you have not, or GraniteCon, if you haven't been, is a very great event. Very big on comic books and pop culture. Very cool stuff, and those artists have done an awesome job in those cans. Excited to get them and drink it and go from there. So
definitely the one opportunity you have to kind of like Naruto run into the brewery too. So
yes,
just gonna say.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pick up with question number 6. So here we go, folks. Question number 6 as it goes. So question 6: what is the first name of John Cryer's Ducky in the Brat Pack classic Pretty in Pink? Is it A, Simon, B, Jack, C, Blaine, or D, Philip? So
maybe it's a generational thing, but I don't think I've ever seen John Cryer with that much hair.
Well, yeah, he's a little bald these days, but no. So back in the day, John Cryer was quite the head of hair to be dealt with.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah. So which Pretty in Pink character do you identify best with, Jesse?
Because I've definitely seen the movie, and I'm not totally bullshitting my way through it. Probably Blaine. Because that Blaine sounds like a great name.
Okay. Well. All right.
It's bad that I've never seen the movie.
It is very bad you've never seen this movie. You should probably fix that. We'll wait, actually. So go ahead. We'll wait.
Oh, I'll be back.
All right. So what is the real first name of John Cryer's Ducky in the Brat Pack classic Pretty in Pink? Unlike Jesse, a few people have seen it. So in fact, the name, his first name, in fact, is D. Philip. So
11 people really felt Blaine, though.
Yeah,
so
they did.
or 11 groups, I should say. So that maybe they felt what I felt.
Yeah. But it's never explained as to why Ducky goes by Philip F. Dale goes by the name of Ducky in the movie. It almost makes more sense for other characters in the movie, but you don't know that because you've never seen it. It's hilarious. Oh man, so many inside jokes are going to be lost on you now. Man, where were you 20 years ago? All right, here we go. Question number 8.
All right, so with question 8, we have
7.
Question 7. What Grammy-winning singer kept "Fallen in and Out of Love with You" on her 2001 debut single "Fallen"? Was it Jill Scott, Alicia Keys, Erykah Badu, and Macy Gray? I'm going to butcher so many names tonight.
Oh, no,
I think you did this intentionally.
No, that's so Matt's very good about not knowing how to pronounce anything, and so it's good to see that you're just following in his shoes there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But again, so what Grammy-winning singer kept "Fallen in and Out of Love with You" on her 2001 debut single "Fallen"? Yeah. So many words on that one.
Yeah. So
it's only fair.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know this one, but
no.
Do you?
Are you? Well, I do because I put the question in. Yes, but
that's a fair point.
Are you not a big Erykah Badu fan or Macy Gray?
So, I think those are the first times I've heard those names, but I know Alicia Keys. So.
Yeah, well, hey, that's good because a lot of other people did there. So
thank God for that.
So what Grammy-winning singer debuted? They're falling in and out of love with you with her 2001 debut single "Fallen." Well, a lot of you thought it was Alicia Keys. A lot of you are correct. So well done for all of you fans of Alicia Keys. And how could you not?
I know, right?
A delight. So. All right, question 8 for real this time.
The real 8.
All right, so what Halloween costume does Lucy Van Pelt wear in the Peanuts holiday special? It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Is it A, ghost, B, princess, C, pirate, or D, witch? Now, if Matt were here, this is quite possibly his favorite TV holiday special ever made.
Really?
And he would have known this just by looking at these 4 photos and not even reading the question. So it is quite the spirit of questions here. This is.
I'm proud to say at least I've seen this one.
Oh, there it is.
So,
Yeah, good. Good.
I have watched the special, so I can't spoil it.
No, good.
I mean, it's hard to spoil something from a long time ago, but still.
Yeah, someone would say the same thing about Pretty in Pink. Yeah, but here we are. So, all right. So, what Halloween costume does Lucy Van Pelt wear in the Peanuts holiday special? It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. A metric ton of you felt it was a witch. A couple of you thought it was ghost, and that's a very good guess because a substantial number of the kids are dressed as ghosts. But the answer is, in fact, witch. So, in the 1966 animated TV special, while everyone else shows up as a ghost, as I said, Lucy Van Pelt goes trick-or-treating as a witch while her younger brother Linus and friend Sally wait in the pumpkin patch. So, very off the tip of my tongue, as you can tell. So, all right, let's go ahead and keep on rolling here. Let's go ahead and go into question number 9. You ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right.
Let's see. So, question 9. When did coffee giant Starbucks first introduce the paradigm-shifting pumpkin spice latte? Was it in 2001, 1997, 2003, 1999? And remember, this answer is very imperative if you actually get to be the first in line to get pumpkin spice every year because you love it.
Whoa, geez, oh, Pete, there goes that. So,
thankfully, it's back in the glass.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is kind of like quite a bold question here, much like their French roast, that they felt that pumpkin spice latte is paradigm shifting. I don't know how I feel about that. It gets earlier and
earlier every year, yet it never disappoints.
Yeah, no, I see a lot of college girls who are ready to cut a bitch though for one of these things. Like if you speak ill of it. So.
My fiance is one of them.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah,
it was at least weeks prior, leading up to it, was always, when is it coming out? And the answer I didn't know was not good enough.
Yeah, how dare you?
How dare you not know? You employee.
Yeah. All right. So when did the coffee giant Starbucks first introduce the paradigm shifting pumpkin spice latte? A little all over the place, I feel.
Yeah.
Not quite a clean answer as you think. But a substantial number of folks felt it was in 1997. That's an interesting choice because it is in fact 2003. This is not a legacy thing, people. There are children who are just now able to add alcohol to theirs, who are just coming for the first time. So I mean, this is not that old. So, but that's fine because the 6 of you, well done. So, all right. Question number 10.
Ready to take it away.
The permanently scowling tartar sauce was best known the world over as the internet sensation blank cat. So we're looking for you to type in the word here. What was this What was tartar sauce best known to the world over as by name of the internet sensation blank cat? So. So I mean, it was kind of surreal and kind of sad. Like this cat would show up on Good Morning America all the time when it was around. I mean,
it was a classic cat. Honestly, I kind of missed that part of the internet where cats were such they still are, but you didn't have the cats the Olon Johnson cat. That was one.
No, back in the day, it was just a cat. Now it's now you just have channels. You have only cats and stuff like that. So
I want to know what happened to Keyboard Cat.
Yeah. So. Well, I'm sure he probably moved on to something more fanciful.
Plays the violin.
Got kicked out of the band, is doing a solo tour in Asia now. So, all right. So the permanently scowling tartar sauce was best known the world over as internet sensation blank cat. A pretty substantial number of you felt it was grumpy. And we have one person who typed grump cat. You know what? Yeah, we'll give it to you. You're good there. So in fact it was grumpy cat. So, so well done to all 26 of you who got that. We're up to 29 players now, which means 3 of you did not answer that. What the hell, guys? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let's take a look at scores. So after another successful round, how did people do?
And let's say some of our newcomers.
All right, well, Escape from New Jersey is still at the top. Nerdy Spice is showing their Uggs there with second place. Your Quizzard is in third. Chewy in 13. And then we have Fetch Straight, all sorts of words here. Ludicrous, straight out of the Fast and the Furious movie.
I think I saw Fight Me Bro in 14.
Yeah, Nacho King down in 29. They just gave up. Bungalow Bob looked like something very different a second ago.
40 ounces of Cistercian. Am I saying that?
Yeah, I don't know. Skip's going to kill me for not knowing how to say that.
I'm sorry.
So, Fight Me Bro in 18. Ginger Beer in 19. Across the board, people are doing pretty well. Looking good. Let's see how our teams are doing. We have everyone at the bar looking over here in anticipation, much like a Rocky Horror film. So here we go. And From the Barrel has jumped to first. But Great North and Daydreaming are not far behind. Very, very close. Rockingham, not too bad either. They're kind of low on the list, but they still have a chance. I got nothing else. Yeah. So
points.
All right. So let's. Well done to everyone so far. Let's keep it up, and let's go ahead and take a look at who is next on our list. What is this guy? That's a thing. So, 1 second. Let's talk about what's going on over at Rockingham this week. So Rockingham has the Eurospot food truck at the brewery tomorrow. Which if you've never been to Eurospot here in Manchester or the food truck, it is a delight.
Delicious.
They stick French fries in there, and it's just pretty fantastic. Alex on the truck does a wonderful job, and just go there and eat all the food. That's really all you need to do. And if you want to go ahead and eat more food on Sunday, Rockingham's going to be having $18 pigskin pitchers along with one happy clam on Sunday. So good stuff and definitely worth your time. So you should definitely show up and eat all of this food as well. And Jesse, you know how you're going to be going there tomorrow and having a Euro and being like, oh man, I wish I could have this again. You know what would be great with that? Trivia. Oh man, look at this. We're going to be there too next week. Dolph Hoyt Presents is going to be at Rockingham next week on Wednesday the 20th, starting at 6 p.m. Along with the Modern Group XP Realty. So it'll be trivia, beer, Euros, and real estate. This
so
is
much.
Quite the amazing thing. So if you're in the mood for a house and a beer, this is the great time to come. As well as for multiple other reasons. My favorite thing here is Allie sent me this, and there's a sound bar here. I tried clicking it, nothing happened. I don't know why I thought there would be sound coming out of a static image, but I did. Anyway, so good stuff happening at Rockingham, especially on Wednesday next week, but definitely come before that too.
Oh, absolutely.
Pick out your seat ahead of time. Get there tomorrow, pick it out, go there on Sunday, and sit there until Wednesday. It's gonna be great. Okay. A lot of words. Let's get back to the game.
All right.
So we are coming into our second half, and we are going into question number 11. Are you ready for this one?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, here you go. Number 11.
All right, so question 11. What large animal inspired the name of these plate-covering fried slabs of dough, a staple at state and county fairs? We have A, whale, B, giraffe, C, elephant, and D, hippopotamus. That's honestly, everything seemed kind of great, and then I was like, what the hell, hippopotamus? All right, but again, what large animal inspired the name of these plate-covering fried slabs of dough, a staple at state and county fairs?
Yeah. So it's
I'm curious.
I'm a big fan of fair food, and this is one of those things I feel like is like just a staple item that you just need to have in your life year round if you can. And if I could, I would 100% buy a fryer and just make these and serve them at dinner, and have my wife leave me because we'd be way too fat at that point. So,
well, let's see. What were people thinking?
Yeah. So, what large animal inspired the name of these plate covering slabs? 93% of you felt it was an elephant. A whale? I would love a fried whale. I mean, like some type of pastry that was just whale. Oh man, that'd be great. Like you leave it on the beach and it explodes. Like that'd be phenomenal. But
you mean like poke a hole in the fried?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but the answer is in fact C, elephant. So elephant ears are by far the most delicious foods you can ever make.
I would have never have known that until tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
What? But you... What?
I just
Would you,
look and
would
say
you have
fried
answered?
dough.
Would you have answered giraffe?
Honestly, hippopotamus sounds kind of cool.
That's pretty cool too. Yeah, I mean, just kind of like floating in the oil there and just kind of barreling out of there, just like destroying things like a tank. So, all right. So, question number 12. Here we go, folks. Number 12. What American thrash metal band released in 1990? Hold on. I gotta stop this because there's noise there. What American thrash metal band released in 1987 Eye of the Law, inspired by the 2000 AD character Judge Dredd? Now, there we go. Now, thrash metal, I would not sure if I would constitute most of these bands as, but this is by far a long, great list of bands.
I would.
And Testament. And so, but yeah.
And Testament. Yeah. I mean, it's not the big four per se, but I have seen at least.
What's the big four?
So usually the big four was always Anthrax, Megadeth, Metallica, and Slayer. Now I'm pretty sure Slayer doesn't tour anymore, which is
they retired a few years back.
They did retire. I don't know if that's official, but they did
Yeah.
retire. But the other two did. I have seen two of these bands live.
Yep.
Anthrax and Exodus being the two, if you were curious.
Yeah, those. Well, my two I've seen are Anthrax and Megadeth. So
I still need to see Megadeth.
They were great. I would recommend it.
Love it.
It's pretty great. But yeah, so I mean, like words. Which American thrash metal band released in 1987 Eye of the Law, inspired by the 2000 AD character Judge Dredd? It immediately was said out loud here in the Great North. But you had a split between Megadeth and Anthrax, fair and good choices. But it was in fact Anthrax. This is like still in the Joey Belladonna era before the singer from Extreme moved over.
That was Bush, right?
It's still very good. Sound of White Noise is great, but
I love that album.
Anyway, so a lot of cool conversations happening here, dudes. Anyways, definitely make sure you go on and listen to this one. It is by far a great album if you like Anthrax. All right, so moving along. Question number 13. All
right. What live-action manga series remake premiered on Netflix on August 31st, 2023? We have One Piece, Alice in Borderland, Full Metal Alchemist, and Cowboy Bebop. If you're a fan of live-action manga series remakes, you probably already know the answer to this one. There is a couple that are listed in there, but
Yep. Now the fun thing is, like, I know on Netflix, I know two of these have definitely premiered. I don't know if the other two ever were made into that, but
I don't think so.
Yeah.
There were a couple other ones that I know they have done, but
Now I was really sad.
I haven't seen the newer one that's come out.
Yeah, and I was really sad that Cowboy Bebop. I was a big fan of Cowboy Bebop, the anime, and I was a big fan of the live action too.
Really,
it was really good. It was very good. If you gave it the chance for it to be its own thing, it was pretty fantastic.
I'm too much of a purist.
But unfortunately, like so many people just felt like it was just like, no, this is crap. But no, it was a pretty solid thing in my opinion. But which live action manga series remake premiered on Netflix late last month? And yeah, it's pretty much exactly what you think it is. It is One Piece. Yeah.
Yep.
So I haven't seen it yet. I knew it was coming. I didn't realize it came out, and now like we're 3 weeks later. So,
and you know what? I'll wait until they hit the 5,000th episode, and maybe I will watch the live action. I gotta wait to see how long they go.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm curious how long each episode is actually.
Anything's better than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I'm pretty happy about that one. I still have to pick up around like midway through Majin Buu of the original. Like the Cartoon Network stopped showing it at that point while I was watching it. So they eventually finished. All right, question 14, folks. Here we go. What hurricane made landfall in Florida on August 30th, 2023, the day before One Piece? Was it A, Ingrid, B, Adalia, C, Ivana, or D, Isabella? That's a lot of names that are probably also Trump ex-wives. So my folks are familiar with this one. They live in the Florida area, right around Seattle, Sarasota, and so there was concern about this one hitting them or not. It did not. It went north. So
there you go.
So yeah. I know this because I had to put all the storm shutters away this past weekend, so it was not as fun as you'd think it would be. So what hurricane made landfall in Florida on August 30th, 2023? Pretty much everyone knew. Everyone guessed it was Adalia. and in fact, it was Adalia. So can't trip people up on current events here when it comes to raging storms.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. As fun fact, Lee's coming. That's gonna be great. So gonna miss us though probably. As I say that, knock on whatever this table's made of. Door. All right.
Made a door.
Yeah, you ready for the last question here?
Yep, I'm ready for the last one.
Last question for round 3. Here we go.
All right, so in great picture. According to the nursery rhyme, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a blank but couldn't keep her. What did Peter have?
Yep. So
you got to type in the word. You got to guess the best guess that Peter had something, but he couldn't keep her.
I am concerned for what people will type here, but we are ready and at the ready.
The possibilities are endless, but only one right answer.
There it is. Not that one. So you know who you are. Shame on you. So there's no poultry in this farm here. I'll tell you that much right now. So.
Oh man. You know that I guess that was the worst one.
Yeah, I mean pretty low key here. All right,
so according to the nursery rhyme, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a blank and couldn't keep her. Of all the answers,
yeah.
A lot of you did say it was wife. One of you thought it was cock.
Yeah.
And then of course pie. Great. Thanks for having pie on the brain. And thanks for having the other too. But it was in fact wife. You could not keep her.
Well, good stuff there, folks. Good job. So let's go ahead and take a look at some scores here real quick. So our individual scores, how we do? Nerdy Spice has moved to first. Ernest P. Whirl getting ready for Scared Stupid on second. And You're a Quizzard Harry in third. Well done to you all.
We have
Granite Hokey in 15.
Fish Nizzle in 16, really great. Corbert's Cooch in 27.
Well done there. Nacho King still in 29. I think they might have stopped playing.
Go North or Go Home showing up in 8th, and then we have Jay solid. Right ahead, and followed by that we also have Bungalow Bob's in 6th.
Yep. All right, good job, folks. Let's take a look at how our breweries are doing.
We got some score flipping?
Let's find out. From the Barrel was in the lead with Great North in second. From the Barrel still in the lead with Great North in second. So it's still an incredibly tight game here. Take a look at Great North and Daydreaming there. That's a super small amount of points there.
Very small margin.
So that's crazy. And so if someone were to go and turn the TV off in front of the Barrel, they might have a chance. But let's see how it goes. But it's doing pretty well. Okay, so we have a couple more announcements to make before we wrap up the evening. What we got here? So we have our friends over at Daydreaming. Over at Daydreaming, they are canning up for the first time a limited fresh batch of Awareness IPA. If you didn't know, their Massachusetts distributor commissioned this IPA several months ago, named for his son, who has autism. Daydreaming has decided to can in limited amounts every batch every 2 weeks, and to donate $2 from every 4-pack to Autism Speaks. So if you like beer and supporting good causes, this is a great opportunity for that.
Very cool.
So head on down there. Now, along with that, Daydreaming, along with a number of other folks, will be up in Franklin this Saturday at Vulgar Brewing for their Lagerfest. This is looking to be an awesome event that I am very disappointed I cannot go to. But Lagerfest, this Saturday from 12 to 5, up outside the brewery. Great place if you've never been. Definitely recommend it, and there's going to be a lot of other great breweries there as well. So
sounds like a lot of excitement.
Definitely go and do that, or go to Comic-Con and come here and talk to Comic-Con.
It's totally fair if they want to go to Lagerfest, they can come to the Comic-Con because that starts at 7 to 9.
Yeah, it's going to be great. You can just go there, have a few lagers, and come on down. It'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's wrap up our trivia tonight. We have 5 more questions to go, and it's going to be a good time, I think, Jesse.
I'm kind of excited.
All right, here we go.
I've learned a lot tonight, and I learned that I need to go watch Pretty Things.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, buddy, you have no idea. All right, so have you seen Weird Science at least? Oh, dude. Okay. All right.
I saw 2.5 Men.
That's just go sit in the car.
Nah.
All right. Okay. So question 16. You want to take this one or shall I?
Yeah. Who ended first?
I don't remember. Let's. I'll take this one.
Yeah, you take this one.
All right. Question 16. Drag and drop these 1970s Pink Floyd albums in chronological order.
Oh, that's a good one.
So, what order were they released? Wish You Were Here, The Wall, Animals, and Dark Side of the Moon. So,
I actually don't know the chronological order. I have heard
No?
these albums. I just don't know the way in which they released.
oh yeah. Well, yeah. So I mean, yeah. There's a weird few eras of music and everything like that, like with them, and it flows as soon as like you see it. But yeah. So
Very true. Differences in singers and.
yeah. Let's see here. You still had. I think Gilmore's really came on during "Wish You Were Here." I think is really the only one where he took over, but it's been a while. But yeah, so drag and drop. So what is the order of these albums? So I don't know why I did that, but let's go ahead and take a look at it. The correct order for these albums was first it was Dark Side of the Moon, released in 1973. Wish You Were Here in 1975. Animals came next in 1977, and then The Wall hits shelves in 1979. So everything I said out loud was wrong. So
honestly, if I had guessed, I was going to be completely wrong anyway.
Yeah.
So other than Dark Side of the Moon being first, that was the only guess I had.
Don't listen to me. That's really the answer to everything.
Fan you are.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, it's been a while.
Yeah,
So
fair.
all right. So let's go ahead and take a look at question number 7. Let's not take a look. Let's go ahead and do question number 17. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
There we go.
All right, so in question 17, another sports ball question here, we have list these Super Bowl winning quarterbacks in the order in which they were inducted into the Hall of Fame. And for those who are wondering, the quarterbacks of choice here are John Elway, Joe Montana, Troy Aikman, and Steve Young.
All right. So nothing like putting two back to back without realizing it for that thing. But now that you've got your fun with some Pink Floyd, let's go ahead and do some sports. See how that goes.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure
I
how
would
the
have had better
score works,
luck on
really.
the other one.
I guess like if you just rearrange, you just get the points. So it's it's all or nothing, I guess. But so yeah.
Hank Hill would love this question.
Hank Hill.
Yeah. He always says Troy Aikman. That's just the first thing that came to my head.
All right. So this was the most common response here. Joe Montana followed by John Elway, followed by Troy Aikman, followed by Steve Young. The correct order of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks in the order of which they were inducted to the Hall of Fame was, in fact,
Joe Montana, John Elway, Steve Young, and then last but not least, Troy Aikman.
yeah. So yeah.
So close.
Close. Yeah. I don't know if that gets you anything though, but good job. So 31% of you answered it correct. So that's a moneymaker right there. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at question number 18. What was the first feature-length comedy from Canadian stoner duo Cheech and Chong? Was it A, Still Smokin', B, Things Are Tough All Over, C, Nice Dreams, or D, Up in Smoke? I had to actually explain who Cheech and Chong was over the weekend to someone. I was very surprised and confused as to why they didn't know it. And
didn't even watch the 70s show or anything, just to get
I think they knew who the character, they knew who the actors were. They just didn't know who Cheech and Chong were, and so it was just kind of like that was kind of a surprise. So
it's killed me only because it's been a long time since I've seen it. But do you remember the title of the movie, the one where they were talking to this person like a coffee shop, and they kept flashing back to the medieval, and one would get hit and then the other would get hurt. Like I can't remember the movie, and it kills me, and I don't know how to look it up. And when I type that in specifically, Reddit doesn't have any help for me either.
Yeah, no, I got nothing for you on that one. So. All right, so what was the first feature-length comedy from Canadian stoner duo Cheech and Chong? I think most people here at Great North are surprised that they were Canadian. I think it was the bigger surprise.
I was surprised.
Yeah, but yeah, so it looks like a substantial number of you felt it was Up in Smoke. The answer is, in fact, Up in Smoke. So well done. So good job there. Okay. So, moving along, question number 19.
All right. So, with question 19, we have which first family had two Portuguese water dogs named Bo and Sonny as their White House companions? Was it the Obamas, the Carters, the Kennedys, or the Clintons? A lot of those.
Yeah. I mean, hope you like dogs.
Yeah, if you like dogs, then you're going to really love this question. So, which first family, again, had two Portuguese water dogs named Bo and Sonny as their White House companions? I honestly don't know. I know a lot of them have had dogs, but their names I don't.
Yeah,
I guess I never really followed the dog train there.
Yeah, no, I could not recall this one at first, but then same as you, I was not really concerned about the dogs, as that was the least my concerns about a lot of things in the last several years. But so which family had 2 Portuguese water dogs named Bo and Sunny as their White House companions? Pretty unanimously, the Obamas was guessed. And the Obamas is correct.
So at least 27 groups were concerned about the names of the dogs. But on you got the answer right.
Yeah.
It came in handy.
All right, here we go, folks. Our last question of the night. Let's see how you do. Question number 20. What the State Fair of Texas, held annually at Thayer Park in what Texas city, debuted the deep fried beer in 2010? So, what Texas city is the State Fair of Texas held annually? I have no idea what deep fried beer is.
I'm so curious.
I'm sure that nothing can go wrong with that. So yeah. So
we
just
give you like a bowl of grease, or
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's just kind of like
there's alcohol in it.
Here you go. You're good to go. Yep. So all right. So what the State Fair of Texas, held annually at the Fair Park in what town in Texas, debuted deep fried beer in 2010. Just looking over the answers here real quick before we flip it over. Looks good there. A lot of folks felt it might have been Austin or Dallas. Those are the big ones. Butthole, Texas is more of a state of mind than it is a town, folks. Sorry.
As well as Pushy Tang.
Which one?
Pushy Tang.
Yeah. So some great answers there, folks. Thanks so much for taking part in our type in the answer category. The answer is in fact Dallas. So congrats to the 26% of you who got it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at. We've wrapped this up. Let's take a look at how people have done. So we're going to take a look at our individuals first. You all will be walking away, or I guess be receiving by email, gift cards to our participating winners. Will be receiving gift cards to some of our different breweries that participate tonight. And so here we go. We're going to finish the game. Yes. And so, Bungalow Bob, congrats for taking 3rd place.
Yeah, snuck up on 3rd.
All right, let's see who we have next. Escape from New Jersey in 2nd. This is such a more dramatic way of doing it than before. And Nerdy Spice in 1st. Congrats. So congratulations to all of you for playing and for our top 3 for winning prizes. Lisa will be following up with you here shortly in the next few days or so to make sure that you get your gift cards. And you'll be good to go. All right, so now let's take a look at our breweries. Where do they place? How do they do? Where is that trophy going? I'm pretty sure that, unfortunately, Ogie's not going to come out of nowhere and suddenly have 2,000 points.
They were waiting.
On a still horsey rides, though, I'm sure. So here we go. Great North in 3rd. I know, there's not quite the money there.
I like how excited.
Daydreaming in 2nd. Oh boy, what's this mean?
Wait.
Oh, from the barrel, 1st place. Oh, there goes the voice. Congrats to everyone down there in Derry and from the barrel. It's been a while since the trophy's been over at Corporate Park Drive. So well done to you all there. So congrats to you all. And so we'll be flipping over here. So congrats to you all. Thank you again for playing. Excited for From the Barrel to take it back, and excited for our players to win. Great time here at Dolph Hoyt Corner here at Great North. Jesse, thank you so much again for stepping up. And with that, folks, have a great night, and we will see you again here shortly. Take care.
See you next time. That was fun.